So if you're like me and you are relatively far in test drive now, you're probably thinking, how do I get XP fast? So as you can see, we do have the tasks which now don't give you anything. We've done 56 of these tasks and most of them do normally give you around about 8,000 reputation, which is fantastic for your level. And then you realize, oh, I've got none left. So the fastest way you can get XP, there is technically two ways that you could do it, and obviously one of them is just going to be racing. So literally I could just go and pick any of these races. I can go and do this one and it will give me X amount of reputation every single time. Like, you could just keep going and you could finish every single one. Now that is fantastic, but let's be real, there isn't that many races that I'm going to go and do and actually win and keep repeating constantly. But there is a way that I've seen now that you can do, and it is the best thing ever. So for instance, you want to drive around, and that might seem silly, but Test Drive Unlimited, if you've ever played the original, the big thing they have, which was a massive part of their game, was the exploration of the world. Now, the map is relatively big. I will say it's a decent sized map. There's a lot to go with, and most definitely the one thing that you're going to be doing is just exploring it. As you can see here, as you go into uncharted territory, you will unlock more road. Some of them will be a big chunk, so you can see I've unlocked all that, and obviously then some of it might be little bits, especially when you're in the city. You have to actually go on each of the roads. Now, why is this a big XP farm? Because basically the more you unlock, the more XP you get. So for instance, I've just hit 30%. I'm now kind of just driving around trying to get more and more, but every 10% you get an extra 1,000. So for instance, right now from 30%, 32, 31, 32, 33, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm going to get 3,000 XP per unlock. Then once I hit to 40%, I'll then get 4,000 for 41, 2, 3, 4, and it keeps going up. So basically for this, you will get at 90% of the map unlocked, you will get 9,000 XP per time. I don't know if anybody's actually hit 100,000 yet, 100% if you do get an extra bonus or not, but that's going to be the best way that you can get XP is by simply driving around. And it may seem a little bit boring at times, but it is going to be the number one way that you're going to get XP, not necessarily get crazily bored between kind of doing races, and it is just a nice kind of fun exploration of the game. Also alongside that, you can unlock different things, like for instance, if we go up here, we'll get 500 XP for going next to the Lamborghini shop, same for the fuel centers and any meeting points. Plus then also you will find a lot of these on your travels. These are either normally actual money, so solar points, you either then get reputation, and you can also get clan points as well. Normally they're around about 1,000 per each of them, so they're not necessarily going to break the bank or give you that much of a level, but they are just extra that you can get on your exploration. Also, if you see that, for instance, then you've done that part of the road, turn around and you'll see that it does unlock all of that. So it is going to be a lot of checking, just going backwards and forwards. So I know that I need to do all of this bit, and you want to just kind of take chunks at a time. You will find these being the really hard bits because you've got to then go on the off lane, you've got to go on the actual thing and this off lane, plus then these two little bits underneath. That is going to be a great deal. So trying to get all of the major bits done first is going to be absolutely massive in this actual exploration. But like I said, like for instance, that's going to do us all the way up there until the end, and then you can kind of do the rest. But I did want to get this little bit of coin here, and like I say, these are going to be the big things to try and get. Now it is going to be a little bit of a grind, and most definitely it's not going to be easy, but once you get to that 50% and you start getting 5,000, the levels should really start going up. And as you can see, I'm 28 at the moment. We are trying to obviously get all the way up to 55, so hopefully we get there soon. I will come back with more information once we get to that top level, but that's the fastest way that you can get XP.